Hello everyone, welcome to my review of Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Generation Selects Cyclonus with Nightstick. The special one that is more expensive than the regular one and also has one big problem, and we'll get into that momentarily. Now, I know I'm a bit late with getting this guy because of the fact that, Kingdom was like 15 years ago. And I've heard that this thing is, as they would like to call it, a masterpiece. People say that this is basically a masterpiece. I've heard nothing but great things about him. And is he great? Well, yeah. Yeah, he is. Couldn't be more perfect even if he tried. Let's be honest here. He's great. But enough about that. Let's get a little Nightstick out of here. We'll get to you later. Let's get to Cyclonus. Let's pull him in a bit closer so we can look at the beautiful head sculpt that he comes with the giant horns. Also, I don't know who the original one is for Cyclonus. As you know, in the 86 Transformers movie, Unicron grabs a couple of guys and turns them into, like, Scourge, the Sweep, Cyclonus, and Cyclonus' twin, the Psy-twin, as you might say. But there were two characters that turned into Cyclonus, Bombshell and Skywarp. And as a big fan of Skywarp, I will officially declare that on this channel, this is the new Skywarp, alright? And Bombshell is just the Psy-twin. We'll call him Psy-twin. Now then, his head looks very good. It looks like two missiles are coming out of his head. It looks so cool. It's such a cool 80s head. Let's say that. It's an 80s head, but it's such a cool head. Then you got the nice chest here with the Decepticon logo. You got the nice, like, blue and orange. Also, the colors here are based off of the original figure, not off of the, cartoon model. So that's why he's a bit darker. And then on the legs here, you have some black here in the legs as well. Let me just lower the camera a bit. You got the nice details here on the leg. These are actually going to be the landing gear in jet mode. And the nice feet here as well. He is such a good looking guy overall. Now then, let's just look at his one thing that we have forgotten. His back, which is just clean. It's clean. My goodness, this Cyclonus makes me cry about how good he is. Such a good figure, and he's so clean. And the transformation, we'll get to that later on, but it is such a divine transformation. But I'm such a big fan of this figure. But that is not all, because we'll move you out of the way so we can look at your accessories. We'll go a little bit lower here this time, because we have a gun. A very nice looking gun. My guess is based on the gun that he used in the G1 show. It has been a long time since I've watched that 86 movie and the show, so yeah, I don't really remember it, but he comes with this nice gun, and he also comes with technically three, as you can see, but 3 blast effect pieces. Is it maybe 4? It is not 4. And apparently these blast effect pieces are from, like, one of the, these guys. Apparently one of them came with these blast effect pieces, and they reused it for Cyclonus. So you can just attach it like this and have this weird laser thing, or you can attach this to his gun in order to have this, or you can remove the other part and put this in alone in order to have this going on. I don't like blast effects, but I think they're cool that they work. Also, this one actually fits really well. That's actually a surprise for me, because the fact that normally these blast effects they don't really like sticking on, at least the early ones that I got, which is why I was never a fan. But this is a very nice looking gun here with like a spring kind of thing here in the middle, kind of weird, but whatever. Overall, really cool looking gun. Now that for storage, you can hold it in his hand, and he can bend his elbow and shoot people with it, like so. So prepare to die, Autobots, come. And also, you got a big hole here on his back where he can just store his gun if need be. So you have multiple storage options. Let's move out of the way. Let's once again get you out of the way. So we can look at this guy, the little lad himself, Nightstick, who I forgot who he is actually a repaint of, because this actually is a repaint. However, this was also the reason that I wanted this set specifically, because let's be honest here, we all know Cyclonus is gonna get a re-release in Studio Series, like Galvatron was, and how Blaster was. They all got re-releases in Studio Series. Cyclonus is gonna be no different. However, I am 100% convinced that Voyager class Cyclonus figure that they're gonna be releasing won't come with this guy, who also appeared in the G1 show, which is why I bought this set. And overall, I think he looks really nice. Let's just get in close here. For some reason, he has like a boobie popping out of his chest, but he's got the nice orange face right there. This guy seems to be wanting to run for president, and he's got the nice gray around him with the black, which is accurate to the way that he looked. It is a very nice looking guy. He ain't even all that tall, I mean, as you can see. However, unlike another one of these target masters that I have or will look at on this channel, because I don't know when Point Blank comes out, this guy actually has articulation. So let's get into the articulation beforehand. So his head cannot really move, but let's be honest, here it's too tiny to move, but his arms can rotate, and there's a cut up here for in and out movement. His legs can also go forward and back, and that's about, and also some in and out, and no swivel, no bend at the knee, no ankle tilts, no nothing, but at least there's some articulation, something that I was missing with Peacemaker. But we will get there, or have gotten there. I don't know how this is gonna get uploaded. So, however, this is not the only thing that this guy can do, because of the fact that this guy can transform. So let's transform him into his gun mode, which is more involved actually. So what you want to do, you want to take this and lift it up, then take the legs here, and just as you can see, if I can line it up properly, right there, connect together, and then rotate this all the way around, and then these two tabs on the feet want to go into the two slots up here. So you just basically want to take these legs, rotate it, also rotate it back here as well in order to line this up and tab it in right there. But if you think we're done, we're not, because the arms have a tiny little tab here that goes into the slot right there on the leg. So you want to take that and just slide that in. There you go. And then you also want to slide this in as well. And here we have gun mode. Very much way more involved. I'm actually pretty happy. And Cyclonus can obviously hold this guy in his hand and start shooting if need be. There you go. He can now shoot, I guess. I don't know. We'll get to the problems of Cyclonus now, because I'll get this guy out of here. Let's transform you once again back into robotic mode. So how you do that is you untap the legs and flip them forward, and then push this towards the back. Also untap the arms and untap the legs from each other, and there you go. He's back into robot mode. Now move you off to the side so we can talk about this guy, because while this guy, as people may have called him, is basically a masterpiece, he is a re-release, which means mold degradation, kind of. And one way to show that is with the arms, because the arms are so loose. And I initially thought it was just my copy, but the TF Wiki has actually made it a point to point that out on the page for this figure. That means that it's a widespread issue with this guy, which I didn't know before buying him, so I'm kind of a little bit upset about that. Now that articulation wise, his head can do a full 360. It can also go up and down as well. Also really loose. This is just a loose guy, but no side to side. Then you got the arm rotation here that is very loose but can rotate all the way around. However, the arm looseness is not necessarily too much of an issue, as in he can hold a gun. See? It didn't fall down completely. It is not the end of the world. The Target Master, though, yeah, a little bit of an issue. This is ridiculous, dude. But you also have some in and out right here. You have a swivel down here, a bend at the elbow, and also his hand can rotate as well. They cannot open and close. Then you have the waist rotation down here, actually, which is very nice. His legs can go forward, they can go back, they can go in and out. You have a thigh rotation that for some reason is kind of tight on this guy, which is like, well, why isn't the arms? And then he has a knee bend that looks very weird. I don't like the knee bend. I just don't like the knee bend at all. Because initially I thought his knees were supposed to be like this. But I think they're actually supposed to be like this. But this is kind of what they're supposed to be like for vehicle mode. So I'm entirely confused. And also, he has an ankle tilt. There you go. He has an ankle tilt for articulation as well. Kind of difficult to get into. So, and also a forward and back on the feet as well. So he has articulation. It's just mine can't necessarily hold a pose because of the fact that he is just a big dummy. Now then, for size comparison. Starting off here, he is with his buddy Scourge and the Sweep from Studio Series, which actually now makes me realize that technically you can actually buy this figure or the Kingdom one and also pick up the Studio Series one, because there were two Cyclonuses in that movie. So technically it would work. And they also have a paint difference, just like Scourge and the Sweep. But here he is with those two. Let's get them out of here. So here we got Cyclonus next to Galvatron and Megatron, the one that I hate, because at the time of recording this, I do not have a Studio Series Megatron. Sadly enough, I really want him. I really want him, but I can't get him because of the fact that, well, yeah, he doesn't exist yet. But here he is with those two. Very nice looking. I like the way the Cyclonus looks with Galvatron. He's slightly shorter than Galvatron. Very nice. Next up here we have Cyclonus together with Starscream, who technically he is also part of because of the fact that I like to call him Skywarp. And also Blitzwing because I had him nearby. And he looks very nice with the both of them. And then finally here we have him next to Soundwave and Shockwave. So let's get them out of here. Let's get you out of here as well, bring you in closer, and let's get into that transformation. So let's transform Cyclonus into his space jet mode weird thingy. So what you want to start off with is you want to... I keep doing this, forgetting the part separator, and also this guy is a bit loose, that also annoys me. But you want to... come on. Alright, so everything is loose on this guy, but this doesn't want to open. But you want to open it up like so, rotate the fist backwards so that it can kind of fit perfectly inside of there. Just rotate it like so and then close it back up. Do the same thing on the other side. So just open this up, rotate it around, close it back up. Alright, that's the first part done. How more horrible can this get? Now then, what you want to do is you want to take these little things here and rotate them down to complete the wings. Then what you want to do is you want to undo it from in here. So just undo it, push it backwards, and then on this hinge here, you want to rotate it out, and then on here, you want to straighten it out. Also, what you want to do is you want to rotate the arms so that this tab here can go into that slot right there. So just get that done, and then tab this together as well, and bam, there you go. So rotate this around so that the fin is sticking out to the front, and then rotate this, double hinge this out, and plug it in like so. There we go. Then you want to untab the shoulders chest bit here, and then rotate this backwards, come to the front and rotate this out as well. Get these arms a bit out of the way so you can rotate this all the way down. That way you can rotate this bad boy around like so, and then close this back up. Then what you want to do, you want to come in here and you want to, let's see, in here, open this up. Okay, maybe not close this up yet. But you want to open it up. There you go. And then you want to double hinge this out as well. And close it back up. Then what you want to do is you want to come in here. Open this up as well. And then pull out the nose cone and close it back up again. And my goodness, that was an experience. And now you can close up the chest. And also close up the back around it. Then rotate this down. Lift up the arms, and then you can rotate this piece here around. The cockpit needs to be turned around like so. And now we come to, as I like to call it, the horrible part. So what you want to start off with is you want to undo this, undo the back piece here, lift it up, rotate this piece out here, and kind of like Dramatic Capture Series Soundwave. Rotate the feet inside and fold this around it. And fold this around it. And now comes the horrible part. Because what you want to do is you want to get this leg basically all the way in here. And I hate doing this. And I haven't really found an easy way to do it. So you basically just want to double hinge this all the way in. Hey, that went perfectly. That went way too easy. Maybe this leg is the one that gave me the trouble. So what you want to do is you want to... yeah, this is the one. Rotate this all the way in until you have it at something like this. Tab the legs together, and then you want to take the new big tab and put it in that hole. You basically want to take this and tab it in like so. Then what you want to do is you want to take this and fold it, double hinge it down and all the way around like so. Do the same thing on the other side. There are two hinges in here. You got a hinge up here and then a hinge down there. And you basically just want to get this all the way around here. And then this piece here, this purple piece, is going to slide right into that back groove right there. So you basically just want to take that. And then you want to fold the arm down. And then this tab in here is going to slide into that slot in the arm. So basically you want to take this and tap that in. That's basically what's going to hold this together. There you go. And here we have... actually, one more little thing. You can fold out the landing gear. Fold out the landing gear and also the front landing gear here. And then put him down. And here we have Cyclonus in his jet mode. So here we have Cyclonus in his really cool looking jet mode. This is a huge improvement over that Combiner Wars figure that I also own. My goodness, what a beautiful figure. Now, before I get into it, I completely forgot that we also got stickers with this guy. I'm not gonna apply these. I just wanted to make sure that in the review I said we got stickers with them. This is kind of like the blast effects. Into the trash. Not really, but you get what I mean. Now then, the figure overall looks really good. I love the figure's design. It's so cool, man. And the way that this whole front thing just folds out of itself, beautiful. Transformation was masterful. I love the transformation. It was like an event. I mean, I've had better, but this thing was great. And it looks really cool. So let's just get into the details. Starting off here, we got the front, I guess, with the, I don't know. There's a comparison I can make to dogs, but that would probably not go over well. So I'm not gonna make it, but I'm gonna imply it. We also have some nice blue here at the front, which is not, I don't think that actually happened in the show, but that is actually from the original toy, I think. So yeah. We also got some nice silver here at the front. I love the paintwork on this thing. I also pushed in the landing gear by accident. Oopsie. But I love the paintwork on this thing. This thing looks nice. Now, if I had to make a small complaint here, it is the fact that these two parts on the side, mainly this side, it doesn't really want to stay in place. Sadly enough, I'm going to once again count that up to mold degradation. So he's not perfect. But my goodness, is he close to it. And the nice wings that he has and these things and the details on here as well, as you can see. My, oh my. And even the bottom looks really good overall. I mean, yes, these are his legs. Yes, these are his arms. But overall, he really hides the robot mode very well. And he's got 4 thrusters. I don't have any idea how the Autobots escape this guy. He's like the fastest jet in space. But I love the way that this thing just looks. It just looks so cool. Alright? Will you show the fuck up? Now then, let us talk about weapon storage. As you can see up here, there is a hole that the gun can just plug into like this. And on the bottom, as always with wings, you can just plug it in there as well. And that's about it. So the weapon storage isn't really all that great. And now for him storage. Sadly enough, Nightstick cannot fit in here. So that is a bit of a shame, but you know what, you can't win them all. But this thing just looks really cool. So, we don't have any articulation point. We looked at weapon storage, so let's just go straight into SAS comparison, shall we? Starting off here, we have him next to Scourge and the Sweep from Studio Series. And here we have him next to, technically, the leaders of the Decepticons, who are also technically the same person. But yeah, here he is with the 2 of them. And since I don't have Skywarp, here he is with Starscream, because I am 100% convinced that Skywarp turned into the Cyclonus that we see, because I like Skywarp more than Bombshell. So this is basically what he was and what he now is. I will say, though, a very big improvement. And finally, here we have Shockwave and Soundwave looking way out of scale with any figure that isn't another object figure. However, in this day and age, we're not allowed to treat figures as objects. So let's get them out of here. And let's bring our good old Cyclonus closer so we can get into that reverse transformation. So let's get Cyclonus back into his robot mood. So what you want to start off with, you want to come back here and basically pull on these things to detach. Not that. You were supposed to detach the arms. There you go. Tabbed in a little bit tighter than I realized. Then you want to lift these side pieces up like so. And leave it at that for now. Then untab the legs here. Rotate them out. Fold in obviously the landing gear. Split them. Open up this piece here. Fold out the foot. Rotate this back piece in. And close it back up. Do the same thing on the other side. Open it up. Fold out the foot. Close this back up. And then what you want to do is you want to kind of get this in here like so. So just make sure that it's in there like this. And there we go. We got a pair of legs done. Now the fun part begins. If you find it fun, obviously. Because what we need to do next is we need to open up the front. We need to open up the back as well. And also double hinge this up. Yeah. Come on, double hinge. Work with me, will ya? Thank you. Double hinge it up so that you can rotate this around like so. There you go. Done. Anyway, open up these pieces here. Then you can open up this right here. Open it up. fold in this little piece here and close it back up. Then come here to more of the middle area and open it up as well. And then you can double hinge this inwards like so, and also close it back up. And now we can rotate this all the way around like so. Then close this up like so. Split the legs obviously. And then double hinge this forward. And then this tab here is going to go into that big slot right there. So just get that aligned. Do the same thing on the other side. Get that aligned. Rotate the arms down. And then untab the wing here from the arm. And rotate this piece backwards. And then undo this here like so. And then double hinge it so that it sits back here. Like that. And also rotate this around. So untab it here. Rotate it around. But rotate this and then double hinge it inwards. Like so. And also fold this piece up. There you go. And then for the final finishing touch, which you have to do next, is very simple. You have to, this is always a little bit of a difficult thing, but you gotta lift up this piece here, and then rotate out the hand, like so, and then close it back up, and there you go. Do the same thing on the other side, so just open this piece here up, and rotate it around, and then close it back up. And then after that is said and done, let's get him good and standing. Here we have Cyclonus back in his robotic mode. So, final thoughts on Cyclonus and Nightstick. What do I think about these guys? Well, this one is difficult. It actually is. I'm not even joking right now. It is very difficult because, first of all, this Cyclonus mold is an absolute masterpiece, and I will say that right now. It is absolutely perfect. However, this Generation Selects version, while I do like the paintwork that Cyclonus has, and I, love the design and everything, the main issue that I just have is how loose he is. I mean, come on, man. Really? He feels so loose. And it annoys me. The arms are loose and the legs are kind of loose as well. It just feels wrong. But outside of that, this thing is an actual masterpiece. However, it's so close. And that is the worst type of figure to be. You are so close. Oh, if Hasbro focused up a little bit more to make sure that the joints were great, this thing would have been top tier. But right now, it is this close to being top tier. So now, would I recommend this set? No. However, I have a caveat for you guys. I would recommend the original Kingdom figure, and I don't really have any idea about any future Studio Series figure that's probably going to come out as well, but about the quality and stuff like that. So if that one has quality, I will also recommend that one. However, this one is more, if you want Cyclonus and Nightstick, this set is there. However, this set is just not worth the basically leader class price point that I paid for it. But I would recommend this mold. I couldn't recommend it higher. Let's just say that, okay? I couldn't recommend this mold higher. It is a fantastic mold. Just this version isn't really highly recommended. But that has been my review of Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom Generation Selects Voyager class Cyclonus with his little buddy Nightstick. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on that bell and comment your thoughts on this figure. And please check out my Let's Play channel, linked in the description and at the end of the video. I upload 3 videos every day of different games, but mainly Pokemon. And I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye!